up, everybody? Um, I'm back on here with another video, and you know who this is. You know what this is. It's me, Red Pill Man. It's the real Red Pill Talks. I might put this on, my Red Pill journey. But either or, I just wanted to talk to you guys this morning. I'm up early. I wanted to talk about something that I'm thinking about. Um, that I felt like I should make a video of, and just talking about how women don't really care about nothing. Um, no money. Women, they care about status to a certain extent, but there's a point where the status um, won't overthrow pure biological, innate, natural her makeup, her biological makeup. Like there's certain things that a man does that will turn her on, even if she has a guy that has millions of dollars, even if she has a guy that does everything right, even if she has a guy that looks good on paper and is a provider and everything. There's certain internal things that are going on with her that are just biological, and it comes from it's embedded in her DNA, embedded in her DNA, and there's nothing you can do about it at all. You can have all the money, you can have all the physique, you can have all of that, but if you do these certain traits that hit her on a biological level, all that shit is out the window. All that shit won't matter. She'll be totally attracted to that guy that has the traits. So understand that. A lot of times guys think that you can get a girl because of your money, or because you work out, you got a nice physique. Of course those things add, of course. But if you're missing the other things that they want, or if they just on a whim see a guy that has either more confidence than you, or that just is you know relentless in how he feels about things, he doesn't he does everything right. The guy that does the right shit, that's biologically in her mind, this guy's like something more than you, because he might have confidence where you don't have confidence. And all that ties into also a woman not ever being satisfied with what she has, because she's always looking for the better deal, i.e., hypergamy. So either way, understand that your girl is not 100% yours unless she's yours. So if you don't exude these traits, and even if you do, when you spend too much time with a woman and you take away the celebrity vibe, the celebrity feeling about you, if you're already that nigga, if you're already that guy, and you're around her all the time, she has this, fantasy about you, but you're always around her, she's gonna lose the celebrity. You're gonna lose the celebrity look in her eyes, because she might put you up on a pedestal and look at you as some kind of god if you exuded those traits. But that all goes away when you're sitting there spending time with her too much. When you're easily accessible, when you're always able to be, if you're always in her face, that takes away that fantasy that she made up in her mind of you. And women need to keep a fantasy of you in their mind. They need to see you as something great. They need to have that fantasy. They need to have that fantasy. You understand? They need to have that fantasy. That's what guys aren't understanding. She has to have a fantasy of you in her mind and do not break it. That's what's wrong with guys. You know, you coming in here with your goofiness and your lame shit, but you're not understanding that she needs that fantasy. You're breaking that fantasy every time you go and seeing her all the time. You can't see her all the time. You gotta give her bits and pieces of you. You can't tell her everything about you. You gotta give her bits and pieces and stretch it out. Don't give her everything at once. Because you're a king. You gotta look at yourself as such. A king is not always hanging around with the peasants or hanging around with the bitches. Not all the time. They have times where they have the bitches come into their quarters, they have the women come into their quarters, but then it's a time for them to go. They're not gonna be sitting in the fucking quarters all day. It don't work like that unless you want that, you know. But like I said, they have to go, or you have to leave for a while. You cannot be all in their face. You can't be in a woman's face all the time, because if she really likes you, it's gonna start to fade away, and she's not gonna look at you as a god anymore. She's gonna look at you as a mere peasant, and that's not what we're doing around here. We building kings over here. We building gods and kings over here. You hear me? So understand, your girl, she yours for now, but my boy, it's just your turn. Especially if she's a baddie. Especially if she's a 9, 10, 8. You just borrowing her like they say. It's the truth. But if you a real one, she might be attached to you. But don't break it by being around her all the damn time. That's gonna break the fantasy. That's gonna break the fantasy. And you don't want to do that. She needs that fantasy. You can ask 1,000 women right now. The majority of women are saying they'd rather you have a fantasy or create a fantasy for her instead of just being your old lame ass, old lame blaine ass self. Hmm? Instead of being your regular self, create a fantasy for her. And actually live that though. Don't be faking. But even a woman will tell you in the beginning, fake it. Fake it until you believe it yourself. Fake that you are a god and she will see you as such. Just don't spend all that time with her. Don't give her all that time. It's not worth it. She needs you to be gone anyway. Because when you're gone away from a woman, that's what creates love. That's what creates spark. That makes her think about you and wonder what you're doing. Creates more love. Okay? That creates that fantasy for her. So understand that. Don't spend too much time around women. And you can spend time around women, but just your woman, that woman. You create a fantasy and you stay away and come back at times. But you don't spend all your days every day. You don't talk to her about everything. Let her know all your secrets. Let her know all your everything that you do, all you're doing, telling her everything you're doing every day. No. You looking lame. And you're taking the God factor away from her. And she needs this. She needs it. See, that's what I'm all about, giving her what she needs, not what she wants. Because what a girl say and what a girl want is two different things. Understand that. It's two different things. So don't sit there and waste all your time with a girl. You don't have to even take. Man, look, I'm at the place. I don't even have to take a girl to a date. We go straight to whatever. We can kick it at the house. We can kick it somewhere. But it really, I mean, I don't mind dates though. I like dates to be honest. But you don't have to. I mean, it's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman is more paid attention to your character and who you are, not the not the externals, not the external stuff. looking at who you are internally, what kind of man you are. And like I said, sometimes you might have to fake it till you make it. If you're not believing that you're confident at this moment, believe you're confident and start working towards something. Because that's the one thing that you have to do as a man anyway. And if you're trying to attract women and stuff, you have to have something going for yourself. You have to have something that you're shooting for. You have to have some kind of goals. You got to have some kind of wants in life. You got to be working out. You got to take care of yourself like that. You got to look good. It's the saying. You got to look good though. You got to wear the right clothes and get chose with your mouth closed.